Today on UV Design Tips and Tricks, we talk about VPS packages and featured lists. Hey everyone, my name is Carl. I am co-owner of uvdesign.media, and today we're going to talk about VPS and adding packages and feature lists to accommodate for different CPanel variations that you might want to give or withhold features on CPanel for your clients and anyone else accessing that particular CPanel account. So here we have the CPanel account that we created last week for fixitandpostfilms.com. This one, I went ahead and did it under my CPanel feature package list called Pro. Basically, I just called it Pro just for my own purpose, and that basically means everything is wide open. All features are available for CPanel because, again, I will be the only one accessing this CPanel account. You have all these different features inside CPanel for email, metrics, security, software, advanced, preferences, so forth and so on. And then over here you have the statistics for how many add-on domains you're using, aliases, autoresponders, bandwidth, a bunch of other features. So today we're going to show you how to limit all of this. Again, if you have a client, you don't want them to have access to everything or have limits on everything. Keeps everything really streamlined and really good to go. Let's go ahead, log into your WHM of your Linux VPS server, and in the search field, we're going to go ahead and start with the features. Oops, not features, I'm sorry. We're going to do packages. We're going to do features next. You know what? Let's actually go ahead and do features. Yes, features. So packages is a feature manager. And the features are the actual features on CPanel. So under domains, email, metrics, all these little icons, these are the features of CPanel that people can have access to. Right now, like I said, I have client and pro. Those are the two that I created. And then you have these three that were automatically inserted in there for you. And there's also a description right here. You can read each one about. So we're going to go ahead and just call this UV Design. Oops, can't spell it in. Type, I guess I should say. Go ahead and add feature list. And in here is everything that is on here, just in display mode, right? And you just click on and off whatever you want. And what you want to go ahead and click everything that you want to go ahead and add that feature that would be available for that particular CPanel, wherever you assign this feature to. Let's just go through some basic ones. We don't want them to add add-on domains, so let's just build this up as if this was going to be for a client, right? So no add-on domains. Again, you don't want add-on domains in your CPanel account. You want to go ahead and have each individual CPanel accounts, in my opinion. Advanced zone editor. That would be if they want to edit DNS of the domain and stuff like that. Again, I don't want them changing anything. If they want something changed, I'll have them contact me, just because we want to make sure everything's handled correctly. Go ahead and add an alias. An alias is pretty much like a domain forward. Basically, if you have, fixitandpostfilms.com, .net, .org, .us, whatever, you have all those, forwarding to the .com. You can have a list of it on your CPanel account, right? So, maybe if they buy a new domain, they can go ahead and add it themselves. AW stats, that's going to be CPanel's analytics. Again, similar to Google, not exactly the same. They have their own pros and cons, so let's go ahead and just leave that for them. CPU concurrent connection usage, that will show you how much usage the server is getting, so if they maybe want to see how hard their website's working on the server. So let's go ahead and give them that. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and do error log. Let's give them file manager. Installatron. Let's not give them that because, again, why would they be installing stuff? Hey, I'm there. You're going to be their admin, right? So go ahead and do that. Take care of everything for them. Probably going to miss a couple of them, but hey, that's okay, because you can always go back and change these. MySQL. That would be if they wanted to add their own database. Again, they probably won't be wanting to do that. Email accounts, let's just see if they want to. They're really hardcore about using this email platform. All right, that's good. Again, this is just for tutorial purpose, so let's go ahead and just use those, and then click save. And there we go, UV design, feature list. So now we set up the features. Now let's set up the package. You can add a package, delete a package, or edit a package. So let's go ahead and add a package. A package is what limits you set for disk quotas, FTP accounts, email accounts, databases. This is putting on restrictions on things they can add to their cPanel account. So let's just go ahead and call this one also UV design. Oops. All right, disk quota, that just means how much disk space they're going to use total, which they're allowed to use. I really wouldn't be too worried about it unless you just have lots and lots of clients and they have really big websites, photographers, architectures, people using a lot of high-res photos or just a lot of photos in general. Maybe you want to limit them, how much they can store. Let's not really put that, I don't really care about that restriction. Let's just do it. Who cares, right? No one's actually going to use this package. 1,000 monthly bandwidth, how much bandwidth their site's going to pull up from the server. Most hosting companies are going to give you almost unlimited bandwidth, so that's really not a concern. Max FTP accounts, let's just put 2. Max email accounts, they're only allowed to have 4. Email list, we're going to go 0. That's like a distribution list. They really shouldn't be using the hosting server as a distribution list. They should use something like MailChimp, plenty of other ones out there. Just Google that. Add-on domains, again, on other tutorials I've stated that you shouldn't be using add-on domains. An add-on domain is when you have your primary domain as, let's say, fixingpostfilms.com. They want to add a secondary domain with a secondary website that has no integration with the primary one, so it's its own separate website. The add-on domain will do that. If you're running a VPS server, just have them have their own individual cPanel account. But you can change that here. Max databases, let's just go ahead and put 2. Subdomains, they're allowed, let's say 5. Park domains, 0. Max ad domain, 0. Maximum hourly email by domain relay, just to say unlimited. Options, we're just going to do the CGI access. cPanel theme, paper lantern. Again, there's other themes you can download and install on the server. I'm not worried about it. Keep it that. I like paper lantern. Feature list. So this is what we just created. So you can tell what package, what feature list you want to pull from, right? So every time I assign someone or I assign a cPanel account with this package, they're going to get whatever feature list we add. Again, you can always change this. So hey, we created one called UV design. Let's go ahead and give that in English. So go ahead and click add. Success. And then now you can go back here to packages. You can, like I said, you can go back to edit a package. So you can, click on whichever one you want to, click edit, go back and change those settings. It happens in real time. You can delete a package and stuff. So let's say, let's just show you again. Last week we showed you how to create a new account. We're not going to go through all these steps, but here it goes. It says choose a package. Now we have the UV design package right underneath there. So if we sign it, but let's say we have a cPanel account and we want to modify what package is assigned to that cPanel account. You're going to go to upgrade or downgrade an account, modify an account. There we go. And which account do we want to modify? Account means which cPanel account do you want to modify? We want to modify Fix It and Post, and see how it has package Pro. Go to modify, and in here we're going to go to change. We're going to give it UV design, and here's what it shows you, everything had changed. Now, if we go back to CPanel, it's still showing it. Well, if we refresh and cross our fingers, well, I just realized something. I chose the wrong one to edit. And you guys already probably figured that out. So, real quick, modify, change, UV design, upgrade, downgrade. Okay, fixing those films, done. Back here, back here. Well, that's embarrassing. But hey, stuff happens. So what happens, we have two domains similar. You're not paying attention. So that shows you, pay attention to details, everyone, because sometimes you might hit the wrong buttons. So now, as you can see before, there's not a lot of options available here. So because we limited them on what they can do and see. So pretty easy, pretty simple. You know, like I said, you're like, oh wait, I wanted for them to add email lists, right? So you go back to Feature Manager. You go back to UV Design. I want to edit that, and I want lists, mailing lists. I really want them to have those mailing lists because I forgot it. So click Save. And now go back to CPanel. Bam, mailing list. See, I know I didn't have to reboot the server. It's one of those days. I have those days all the time, just like everyone else. So now that's taken care of. And so that's how you create lists, or not lists, feature lists and packages to limit what access your clients or maybe other people accessing those CPanel accounts have. So yeah, super easy. It's very helpful to make sure that you don't want people going in and making changes on those CPanel accounts and messing stuff up, right? Because then guess who they're going to call to fix it? They're going to call you. They're going to call me. You know, they're going to call the server admin and say, what did I do? Can I fix it? Well, let's just not give them access to it, right? If they want something done, just have them contact you to do it, get it underway, and everything like that. All right, guys. So if you went ahead, all right, so that'll do it for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel for more great videos. Again, Mondays we do website design, you know, WordPress, Adobe Muse, other website information and design. On Wednesdays, we do more tutorials like this: hosting, VPS, understanding everything that's not a website, right? How to make those hosting questions answered easily and very effectively. And then also make sure you go ahead and hit the like button on there because that does help. So all right, guys, well, take it easy, and we'll see you next time.